Well, it is true. We are breaking up. I've been in love for a long time. I've been in love for 25 years with this incredibly beautiful woman called the United States of America. And our relationship has come to a point where we are breaking up. In fact, I am the one breaking up with her. So when you hear her story, that I not tell you the other way around. It is me who chose to break up with her, not the other way around, folks. Welcome to Kisumu Karating, friends. Today I'm in a different spot in Karating. I'm at Maseno University, which is my alma mater. I'm right in the middle of the greenery, right next to some of these really old houses. I don't know when they were built, but I think these are some of the houses that were built when the institution was still called something else before it became a university. And so this is within my village. It's in Karating. Many people are shocked when I tell them Maseno University is in Karating. But yes, it is. And so this place is very dear to my heart. This is where I went to school. I spent the best 4 years of my life in this institution. So every once in a while, when I get a chance, I stop by. I still have friends. I hang out, and so that's what I'm doing this afternoon. I'm done. I went to somewhere called Ugunja. I have a construction project going on, and on my way back, I decided just stop by and just chill, talk to folks, and just spend time in this greenery. It's in the afternoon, and the breeze here is amazing. Every single corner of this university is green. Lots of native trees, and quite a few trees that are both. No, some of them are indigenous, others are not. But Maseno is really green. One of the many things that we love about this place, folks. So join me this afternoon. Let's chat and spend some time at my favorite university of all times. Love it, folks. So anyway, folks, as I just mentioned, we are breaking up. America and I are breaking up. I have been in love with this young woman for nearly a quarter century. And the first time I was introduced to this woman, I met a white couple that lived in one of our apartment owned by my uncle. And I remember looking at their eyes. I'd never seen green eyes. And we were so scared of them because we in my neighborhood, everybody was black. So there was nothing like meeting a white person anywhere. And the green eyes used to really scare. So we would always run away from them. So that was the first Americans that I met. And then the next time I met America was through the Jeffersons. For those of you who watched TV back in the days, you would know there was a sitcom actually that had black characters. And we loved it. We loved it. That's all I knew, but I never really cared about America. In fact, up until I went to university, I had never imagined myself living outside Kenya. It's not until my brother got a visa and went to Houston that for the first time I was like, maybe it's something. But I never really cared about leaving Kenya. My entire world was Kenya. So everything I knew about America, of course, came through white people and through Hollywood. And that's all I thought America was. And over time, after seeing what I saw, I began to fall in love with her. This young woman had a promise of a better life. She promised all the lights you can imagine. And for a small village kid, you have no idea what that looks like. Because even for me, the first time I went to Nairobi, I was in high school. And the lights were just something else. So America, when we started dating, promised all kinds of things. She promised me an amazing future, comfortable life, lots of money, happiness, zero problems. America had all kinds of promise. And she promised me that while we dated, I was going to be super wealthy. And that's all I needed to be comfortable in life. That everybody has money in America and it's easy to get. You just need to show up. You don't have to work hard. And life is wonderful every single day. So then I chose to date this woman because, again, I thought she was all of that. And she didn't tell me much. And we only courted for a short period of time. So then at some point when opportunity became available, I decided to join her in her home about 7,000 miles away from where I was born and raised. And she welcomed me in DFW, which is Dallas Fort Worth Airport. It was incredible. It was incredible from inside the airport. Unfortunately for me, I landed during winter. And the first thing I noticed was that this young woman that promised everything was really cold. When you're raised in the village, especially with this kind of weather, you have no idea what it means to walk outside and immediately your nose, your ears, your mouth, everything hurts. I'd never even heard of chapstick until I went to America. I'm telling you, the cold is on another level if this is the weather you grew up in. Those who are born and raised in America may have a different experience, but so for me, there was never any getting used to it. And then from DFW, I went straight to Pittsburgh in January. This woman called America was cold, and it is still cold. So while I was out there expecting warmth, I ran into the cold. And then when she flips on other days after complaining for months, she turns on the summer. And sometimes, depending on where you are, summers just feel like the entire country is set on fire and nobody pumping air through. Wait till you get to Houston end of July. In some of these places, people don't even get out between 7:30 in the morning and 7 p.m. in the afternoon. You wait till it's late, like maybe 8 p.m. That's when you get out. So this young woman I fell in love with was either super cold or super hot. And then all the money that I was promised, she said, just come, just come. I'm telling you, I have more money than you would ever want. So what was shocking is that I got to America, and the first thing I see is her own relatives, her own children, sleeping on the streets, eating food that is not quite good, and surviving, people on drugs and all that. So I'm thinking, how am I going to date this woman and have money when her own children are living in abject squalor? How is this going to work? Because I remember that trip from DFW airport heading to my brother's house in Arlington. I see people underneath the bridges and it was like maybe 15 degrees outside. I mean Fahrenheit, not centigrade. And you see people were incredibly living under very tough conditions. So that right there, I knew this was going to be trouble. Because if her own children live in that much poverty, how is it that I can make all the money she promised? But it is true that America has transformed my life in ways that only Kenya can compete. And I'm always going to be grateful. Sometimes when I complain, people think I'm not grateful. I am absolutely grateful. And if I had to do it all over again, I would date this woman, though I would date her very differently. Maybe we would do like a long distance relationship. What I did when I decided to move into her house for 20 years, and it cut me off from everybody I knew. That's when I figured out that this woman can be abusive. Has America been kind to me as my partner and as my love for all these years? America has changed my career pathway. There's no way I would be here in terms of career without her support. It is because of America that I'm talking to you right now. It is because of America that I got through school in the way I did, because I left Kenya with a bachelor's degree. Only to realize that the majority of Americans don't even have a bachelor's degree. In fact, the average American takes 6 to 8 years to finish a bachelor's degree. But America gave me the opportunity to do my master's, and I did a PhD, fully paid for. So America has been wonderful. I have met incredible people. So what I also found interesting in that in her house, she has friends and relatives from all over the world. I have met people from places that I didn't even know existed on earth in America. So friends, while it was good, it really was good. But at some point, she started becoming abusive. This woman I fell in love with, called America, became abusive when she, after luring me with the money, got me to work like a dog. I'm telling you, people work in America. In fact, the idea of taking time off is relatively strange. It's very common in my type of world that people invite you, let's go meet for lunch and do work. Or you bring your own lunch and you're meeting, and so you're working around the clock. The average person in America, if they get 2 weeks out of a year, that's something. So when we tell them, I'm going to go home for like a month, they're like, this is really odd. So America started becoming abusive with so much work. And then the cost of dating her started piling up. She said she was going to pay for all of this while I was still single in Africa. Uh, then I got to America, and then the bill starts rolling. I'm telling you, when you look at the bills that I pay compared to what I pay in Kenya, it's on another scale. Of course, you earn more, but she will take most of it. So, what kind of partner would that be, where she gives you money, makes you work 1,000 times more, and takes most of it back? And she's not done yet, because for her, she's just telling me that if I break up with her, for as long as I still share that name, I'm going to need to pay her. If you're a US citizen, it doesn't matter where you live in the world, you're going to be paying taxes. Maybe not at the same level, but as an American, you are expected to pay taxes no matter where you live. The difference may be the extent. But yes, she still expects me to pay her. And even when I divorce her, we still share property, I'm going to have to pay taxes on what I own in America. This young woman has been wonderful, but at the same time has been incredibly abusive. She has prevented me from seeing my relatives. Every time I ask her, hey, can I bring my mom? Can I bring my brother? She says, no, don't. Don't bring anybody. She makes it exceptionally difficult for me to bring my folks. And then she tells me that my culture is beneath others, that I'm supposed to speak America, whatever that may be. And then I find out I'm not the only one. 400, 500 years ago, she actually allured, and in fact, she kidnapped people that look like me and you. And they call it slave trade. I don't know why you'd put the name trade on something like slavery. It feels like we are legitimizing human trafficking. She took my people, and the only reason she does this is because she knows what she's going to get from us. This woman we call America dates a lot of people. She's a serial dater. And it's not because she wants variety. No, they absolutely hate variety. She hates variety. The only reason she tolerates us is because of the money we make for them. Today, if you removed every single black person, if you removed every single person of color from America, she would collapse. All those rules they set together, you think they like you, things like green card lottery, you think because they like the world. No, they know that all of this means money for them. So yes, I'm willing to cheat on America. And I'm cheating on America with Kenya. So tell her, when you see her, tell her that we're breaking up. But before then, I'm going to cheat on her with Kenya. I'm going to cheat on her with Botswana. In fact, honestly speaking, the name Botswana, I think, is the best name. And Kenya is only second to Botswana. But I love that name. I'm going to cheat on America with Uganda. I love Uganda. I've only been to the border part, but I'm yet to see. I need to go visit Kampala. I need to go see Gulu. I need to go to Tanzania, my friends. If you've never been to Tanzania, check it out. Tanzania is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to cheat on her with all of Africa. Right now, I've got potential friends that I've met, that I'm connecting with in the western part of Africa, southern part. I am going to cheat on America with all of these countries. And I'm loving it. So, folks, it's true. America and I are breaking up. Thank you for listening. Bye.